Right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin Muhammadin sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah. How many days to Ramadan?
9 days or something.
2 days.
What? 9 days?
99.
99. 99 days.
2 days. It was 104.
Over 10 days left.
Huh?
We can agree. Over 10 days left.
Okay.
We have enough time.
Right. But anyway, it's very close, brothers. Right. What have you prepared for Ramadan, Sudan?
Have I been
Sudan.
Sudan?
Abdullah.
Yes.
What have you prepared? Or what should we prepare for Ramadan?
Make sure you can read the
This is not a tricky question.
No, okay, I was asking everyone, but okay.
I'm asking you.
Quran, inshallah, and fasting, preparing beforehand.
So you're gonna pray. You're gonna do Sunnah fasting, Mondays and
I
Thursdays.
do not know, I do it, not the already said.
I know you. How many years I know you already?
Huh?
How many years we know each other? At least
A
5
long
years.
time.
Yeah, precisely.
More than 5 years.
Yeah, so I know you. You're not doing it. Abdullah, what should we prepare for Ramadan, inshallah?
Hajj prayers.
Yes, to prepare for Tarawih, inshallah. Is it true? Right. And then?
Reading the Quran more often.
Yes.
Try to get closer to Allah.
Other than that?
Fasting as well, Monday, Thursdays.
Yeah. Al-Aziz?
Fasting, no.
No. Allah barik.
Dawood.
Sorry.
No. No.
I don't know,
That was years ago. Okay. Maybe Somalians they protest. No. Yeah. Okay. Ayman?
Making sure the qira'ah of the Quran is top tier.
Okay.
And stop going up the mountains.
We've been stopping.
Start buying goats. Okay. The thing about this also very important is inshallah next week's class is on about salah. Alright. Try how to improve our salah. Because again, for what just when you came in, right? The sisters they bombarded me so many questions on salah. Everything is irrelevant, of course, right? I'm quite surprised that knowledge got limited about salah for some people, right? So very important for us to remember about the importance of, for example, the pillars of salah, right? Because I think the quite irritating, for example, when, and this is very basic knowledge, right? The takbiratul ihram, the first takbir, right? It's so important that if you miss it, what happened?
You don't have a salah.
Yeah, so it invalidated the salah, right? And yet you can see many people when they join the salah, they straight away go to the prostration or go to ruku' without doing the takbiratul ihram. It's very important that we understand this, right?
Yeah.
So whether you are from Albania, from Sudan, from Indonesia, your salah must be similar in terms of the basic foundation of salah. And it's very important to establish this. A lot of people make many common mistakes in salah. Yeah. So we do need to go through it next week as part of Ramadan revision, inshallah. But today, right, is about how, can you imagine, right, Elmi, that we are supposed to be the best nation. Best nation means everything, right? Everything. But when it comes to situations like Palestine today, Gaza, what happened to our best nation status? Nobody cares. Do you agree? Everybody is scared of something for whatever reason, right? No Muslim nations in general, not even Indonesia, right? It's just about talk, criticize, but what about other things that you, if, right? That if the Muslim nations, now I think it's about 57 Muslim countries, right? If I read the papers, just roughly, right? Muslim countries, if they were to unite together, right? Surely, and with Allah's help, nobody has Allah except us, agreed? And that itself is enough to defeat anyone, right? We discussed before and on many occasions regarding Ya'juj and Ma'juj, right? How come immediately when the nation was asking who to help? Zulqarnain. Immediately Allah offered the help. Why?
Because they were united.
Not only that,
They go by Sharia.
they go with the Sharia. Right? If you go the few verses before, right? Everything that they do, anything that they did wrong, they were answerable to Allah, and everything they got reward. The good things they do, Allah will reward. Everything goes by Sharia. Immediately when the Sharia comes in, immediately Allah will help them immediately. Now, how can we call ourselves the best nations when we are not even, we don't even know what is the criteria of best nations, right? So we're going to go through the different, the past best nations, so that we can know why did they lose the status of the best nation. Yeah, who was the best nation before? Bani Israel. Bani Israel. That means the children or the descendants of Yaqub alayhi salam, right? And I'm specifically talking about the time of Musa alayhi salam. Yeah, you have to remember Bani Israel go through different prophets, right? Many prophets. Some they killed, of course, right? Most of them were attacked or were almost. Isa alayhi salam was almost killed by them, right? If not for Allah's intervention. Yeah. So where did Allah say that the children of Israel were the best nation? Which number?
I was gonna say 39, but I've seen it now.
Yeah. وأني فضلت عليك. Yes. Okay. So يا بني إسرائيل اذكروا نعمتي التي أنعمت عليكم وأني فضلتكم على العالمين. Surah number 2, verse number 47. O children of Israel, right? Remember my favor wherewith I favored you and how I preferred you over all the alamin, all the creations of Allah, right? So you notice at this stage, right? They were the best nations. You have to remember in those days, right? They of course, there's no internet, there's no interactions with other parts of the world. Are there people in China? Yes. Are there people in India? No, there is, with all these 100%, right? Because
you have their history, man.
Yeah, because all the Chinese history is very rich regarding the kings. You heard about Shi Huangdi? We discussed before about Shi Huangdi. What is Shi Huangdi? What is famous for? Shi Huangdi is famous for what, Tariq?
Wait, I don't know.
It's not all about America, no, in this life. It's for other parts of the world, right? Shi Huangdi was famous for building this the terracotta army.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Terracotta army is made of mud and all this, made because they believe that whatever things that they made would appear in the hereafter.
Oh, I know.
So he made all these gym equipments, and literally you can see I went down because it's very interesting. I went to the British Museum to see what the hell did they have all this belief, right? And they built all these armies to protect him in the hereafter, right? They built this jesters.
The jokers.
The jokers.
Comedian. They wanted
Comedian, entertainment and all this, right? All this, including horses, are all built because you can use the horse and all this to carry him and all this. So these are in another civilization compared to the Arabs, right? They were not the best nation, right? Right? And India has also very rich history, right? Very rich, right? Parts of Africa, very rich history, of course. And all their different nations, but all the nations in the world, we have the Bani Israel as the best nations chosen by Allah, right? So, what did they do that they lose this best nation? Transgress and disobey Allah on many levels, many levels. So, what's the first thing that they do in order to disobey Allah? The first thing. No, the first thing. What happened to them? They were saved by Allah. All right. On the which day? Which day? Did they worship Allah? No. When were they saved by Allah from the Pharaoh? Ashura, right? From the Hadith. Ashura day, the day that the Jews fasted until today, I think, right? They fasted in Ashura. And Muhammad asked, why did they fast? And they said, the Jews say that, this was the day when Musa was saved by Allah from the Pharaoh. And Muhammad was saying that, we deserve Musa more than you. And so that time, that was before Ramadan was revealed. Yeah. So that time the Ashura was obligatory for the Muslims then. Right? When Ramadan was revealed, then it was downgraded to Sunnah Mu'akkada, the stress Sunnah, right? So immediately when they were saved by Allah, what happened? What's the first disobedience?
Is that worshiping cow?
No, there's much later.
They wanted to build a statue, so it wasn't worship.
Yeah, so they saw a group of people were worshipping idols, right? And then they asked Musa, Musa, can you make an idol just like that? Sorry, yeah, subhanallah. They saw everything, right? They saw the sea parted. They thought they were going to kill Allah, save them. When they cleared the other side, they saw the pharaoh drowned. You can see the pharaoh in the Egyptian museum now. Yeah, Ramses II, right? And annoyingly, as usual, where's the Egyptian today? Oh, yeah. Annoyingly, because they're so westernized and corrupted in Egypt, they said nothing bad about this Ramses II. It's all about he was very good. Remember, he was very powerful and all this. Nothing bad, nothing Islamic about this. And quite sad because you're supposed to be a Muslim country to, inshallah, do da'wah to the people who this person was, and yet completely sell out the deen and say that he was a great person. When I say great person, subhanallah, completely the opposite.
Recently, they were doing the underneath ocean mapping, and they found the karaoke that was chariot that was carrying them underneath somewhere in the off the coast of Sinai.
Wow, subhanallah.
It was on the news.
This is what Allah promised us, right? That this will be preserved.
You know, stay a sign for the rest of
as the evidence for humanity, right? So this is the first thing that they did. They worship idols, right? Secondly,
disobeying Allah when they were told not to kill one.
now this is a bit, yeah, but other things that are more that are in Al-Baqarah. What else? So well, that was a bit later. So let's say he was up the Mount Tur Sina, right, in St. Catherine's in Egypt, yeah, and then when this is your part, when they came down, what happened? First of all, they didn't believe Musa's story that Allah spoke to him, right? So what did they ask him? Yeah, we don't believe that Allah spoke to you. We don't believe about this Torah. We want to see Allah, right? And immediately what happened?
They were killed, seized, right?
Everybody
Yeah.
was killed, right? And then what did Musa alayhi salam say?
He pleaded to Allah.
Plead to Allah, right? About, Ya Allah, these are the best. Musa alayhi salam select the best people, yeah. And then not only they were disappointing, but they completely, right, wanted to see Allah, right? It's Surah Al-Baqarah. And then Musa pleaded with them, Ya Allah, these are the best people. How can I explain to the families about them? Yeah, of course, Allah knows it's the best of planet, and Allah make them all alive again. Next part, what happened? Then they saw the calf, right? Because the punishment is different, right? Of the calf, and we saw the calf being worshipped. What did Allah punish them?
The story about the cow that someone killed another person.
No, this is Al-Baqarah, completely different.
Okay.
Yeah,
They turned them to monkeys.
this is for the Sabbath.
Is it the righteous people were to kill the people that worship the?
Yes. So those who did not worship the calf had to kill the one who worshipped the calf. It was a huge thing, right? Everybody was. Allah made the whole day becomes night and very dark, because if you see somebody who's going to kill, you wouldn't kill the person, right? So everything becomes so dark, yeah. And so that was a punishment then. Only when they do this, inshallah, the one who even though, because this is show their repentance, and when they were to do this, inshallah, they might be forgiven by Allah, even those who worship the calf, right? It's just that, for example, the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I think a woman was stoned to death because of adultery, and some of the people were making fun of her. She look at her, she's just like that. And I think it was Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the companion said, but subhanallah, she's now in paradise because she accepted the Sharia law, right, to be punished in that way. And even though she died, she's in paradise, alhamdulillah, right? So very important to know the incidents of Bani Israel, that how they would lose their status. Next one, what were they given? In Surah number 2, verse number, I think 57.
Is it with,
They were given shade, as in clouds, right? In the time of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who was given cloud?
Him.
Only him,
Yeah.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, not the whole nation. This is the whole nation was. Can you imagine being to Egypt, right?
Yeah.
And was it hot in summer?
Lazy.
And then, can you imagine walking in the sun? It's so hot,
It is.
right? So if you are shaded, subhanallah, right?
Okay.
Very different. Right? What else were they given? Bani Israel?
The food that was coming down from
What's the name? Manna and Salwa. Manna is manna is a truffle, or the opposite. Yeah, truffle, sweets, right? That if they read the tafsir, it was described. It's like snow. Snow comes in, and they can only collect it for the day. They cannot keep it overnight. They get it turned bad. And with this, they can make honey. They can drink from that, and you make them, alhamdulillah, quite full, right? Besides that, they given the salwa. Salwa is the birds like KFC free, but not HFA, right? HMC, inshallah, the halal one.
Well, that time would be kosher, isn't it?
Right. Okay. And then when they were given all this, what did they say?
They wanted more.
They wanted
No, they don't want more. They want
no,
what?
they wanted to create.
They want. They're bored of the food, right? In Surah 2, number 61. Can you ask Allah? They asked Musa, ask your Lord to give us lentils, garlic, onion, and all this, right?
Basic stuff.
Sorry.
The basic stuff.
The basic stuff that they can find themselves on the ground, right? But talking about manna is from Allah directly,
Yeah.
right? Just like
They can-
when you go to Saudi, right?
How many times?
And there is I won't say that because it's going to interrupt the class. You have Zamzam water.
Yeah.
From Allah, right? Directly, right? But Osama, right? In Saudi, people are busy drinking Coke and Fanta, right? And other drinks more other than Zamzam, right? Bibesy, Bibesy, yeah.
Chef, what if you make the Pepsi from the Zamzam? Is that okay?
Yeah, okay.
Hey, that's a smart business.
This Moroccan invention. Okay, so yeah, so same thing as that, right?
Or is it not?
Everybody is drinking other things other than Zamzam. Yeah, so you go to restaurants, right? The RB, right? People are drinking Coke and all that in the restaurant. This Bangladeshi time? Asian time? I think it's yes, please. Thanks. Right, so is Zamzam very special?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. What is the reward or what are the excellence of Zamzam water? Anything? For anything. For anything, Zamzam. So the dua itself, Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an for knowledge, or rizqan wasi'an for knowledge, everything, right? For shifa min kulli da'in, any illnesses. So for anything you want to get, right? To eat, to drink, and then you just use Zamzam, you can get inshallah with Allah's will, right? So much blessings, and yet people prefer to anything other than Zamzam. Yeah. So same thing comes to manna and salwa, right? It's pure, but the one that requested lentils, you can find anywhere, so common, right? And so this shows the ungratefulness of Bani Israel. Are we the same?
Yeah.
In this case, yes.
But not as much as them.
I'd say we are.
Because we're the favourite of them.
Really?
So were they.
How many people in Albania are practicing Muslims?
Him.
Right? In Bangladesh, how many people are worshipping shrines? It's a lot, right? Indonesians, how many people are actually going to the grave and all this and involved in black magic?
How many people are not?
It's a lot. But it's a lot, right? So this is the topic for today. Are we the best nations when we are doing opposite as what we are supposed to do, right? So many things about the children of Israel. Other things, for example, they were asked to enter Jerusalem, right? What did they do?
This is Matt,
They walked in backwards.
Sorry?
They said that in that land there's a strong river, so go enter it with your Lord.
Yeah. So they refused to enter. Let's put it this way. What was the punishment?
It was
Don't go there for 40 days now.
No, they were left to wander. They left to wander for how many years?
40 days. 40 years.
40 years. 40 days.
Yes. I don't know if it's 40.
But it's not different.
Yeah.
It's not even 40 weeks. All right, 40 years, brothers. They were left to wander because they refused to obey Allah. Right? So there are a lot of were there a lot of disobedience?
Yes.
Yes. So what happened to them now? Now, as you know, they still think that they're the chosen nation. They can take anything that they want. They want to go to Palestine and steal anything is up to them because they think that they were chosen ones. Right? So this is the people of Musa alayhi salam. So because too many prophets, let's divide into that part, right? So what about people of Isa alayhi salam? Is Bani Israel, of course, same, right? So if you look in Surah number 3, verse number 55, Usama? What? Yes. 355, come on. Aziz. يعني يمني.
قال الله يا عيسى
Yes. إذ قال الله
يا عيسى إني متوفيك ورافعك إلي ومطهرك من الذين كفروا وجاعل الذين فوق الذين كفروا إلى يوم القيامة ثم إلي مرجعكم فأحكم بكم فيما كنتم فيه تختلفون.
Yeah. Okay, so Surah number 3, verse 55. So this concerning Isa alayhi salam, same nation, right? And remember when Allah said, "Oh Isa, I will take you and raise you to myself and clear you." Clear what? Clear him of what?
The full statement that Isa is Allah's son.
Yeah, well, people today are doing it, right? The Isa is the son of Allah. Of those who disbelieve, and I will make those who follow you superior to those who disbelieve. Yep. Till the day of the resurrection, then you will return to me, and I will judge between you and the matters in which you used to dispute. Now, always remember this, brothers. When you read the Quran like this without any knowledge, what do you think? Because Allah said here, yeah, I will make those who follow you superior to those who disbelieve. That means if you do not know anything about the history and all this, what would you interpret this verse? That the Christians are the Christians may be saved by Allah. Agree? That they're better than the disbelievers, but the Christians follow Isa alayhi salam, right? That means the Christians, allegedly from this, if you have no knowledge at all. So do be careful. This only referred to those who followed Isa alayhi salam in terms of the Tawheed.
Is that before the coming of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
Before what, sorry?
Would that be, when it comes to counting them as before the Prophet came or Islam came?
Yeah, before Islam came, right? Or especially at the time of when Isa alayhi salam was around. Obviously, majority of, if not all, followed him to the T, right? That means they believe only in oneness of God. Only much later did it happen. So how did Isa alayhi salam was lifted to the sky? We just discussed many times. It's a very important story. Not the Christian version, but the, inshallah, the true version. Now what happened exactly, Tariq?
The last page.
What do you understand? Tell me about the whole story.
He wasn't sacrificed. It's the line thought you knew where you were lifted up. Like you weren't, but then someone was made to look like, and it was made to look like you were. I can find the verse.
No. Even before that, what happened? What is the whole story?
Oh, he made dua to.
So the first,
No.
the little nails were made to be, what do you call it? Not cotton, there was something soft.
Nails?
Yeah, the nails that they.
No.
Yeah.
You're talking about when he congregated with his disciples.
No, my question was, right? How did Isa alayhi salam was lifted to the sky? What is the whole story? Islamic version, not the Bible version.
Allah.
Firstly, what happened?
So they wanted to crucify Isa alayhi salam,
Yes. Then
and then Allah showed faces of.
it's too you skip a lot of things. No, you skip.
That's the story.
Someone before that. So okay, listen to this because Adhan is here quickly before we end, inshallah. So he will come in this. Inside the room there were 12 disciples. What is the Arabic name? Hawariyun, yeah. And these are disciples of Isa alayhi salam. And he told Isa alayhi salam, he told the Hawariyun. So he told the disciples, right? Among you, there will be people who disbelieve in me. Then comes what you said, right? He asked his companions, 12 of them, who among you will replace me, and I will promise you a place beside me in paradise. And what happened? Only one person. This brothers is equivalent to Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and all this. The best people. Only one person lifted up the hand, right? And then he repeated 2 times because, well, he was expecting more people to volunteer. So only one because he was being chased by the Bani Israel, and then there's no time. So Allah, with His will, swapped the faces, of Isa with this young boy. So Isa was lifted to the sky by Allah, right? So left how many people?
12.
No, 12. Because Isa went to the sky, left 12, right? So the enemies came. Oh, Isa is there because swap face, right? And then this person was crucified. Left how many people now? 11. Among these 11, they were divided into 3 groups. The first group said, Allah was in the room and He went to the sky. The second group said, the Son of God was in the room and He went to the sky. The third one was said that the messenger of God was in the room and He was lifted to the sky. So the first 2 groups, which were the wrong ones, oppressed the third group. That was why the message was lost. Now this was a story from Ibn Kathir, Tafsir, and all this. So you need to understand this. So don't use what's the name of sorry?
Judas.
Judas and all this, right? So this is the story from Ibn Kathir. So you need to use this version to explain what happened,
So
right?
No one was forced to follow, either. It was just a choice.
Yeah,
it's a choice.
A hypocrite who
Yeah.
changed his face.
Yeah. That's about it, right? Not a horrible person. Okay, I think some narrations is horrible person who was changed because it's horrible and all this. No, it's not. And so you must remember this version, inshallah, right?
The companions fabricated some of them.
Sorry?
Was it a group of the companions amongst the 11 that fabricated it, or some other?
Yeah. So the majority overtook or suppressed and oppressed the truth, and that's why the message was completely lost.
So not all 12 of the disciples were.
No, they were not on the truth.
Ah.
That is why Muhammad was sent as a last messenger to remind all of us and all of them about the truth, right? In order to understand about Tawheed, right? Questions? All right, so we go inshallah and come back inshallah after Maghrib, yeah? Don't do the tahajjud, yeah? Quickly come back.